Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a very special Folk in Scotland. Oh, fuck.
No, Jesus.
So, today, you'll see that I'm not dressed as normal. If you're watching this
You're
on video.
never dressed as normal.
I have a phone holding device around my neck, which is weird.
Rolf Harris used to have one of them for his mouth organ.
Oh.
So
I'll take it off. And because you may see, if people are watching this, they'll be able to tell from my princess hat. It's my birthday.
Uh-huh.
It's my birthday. Oh, wait, I'm all caught up. Hold on.
Oh, Jesus. That's why I would know you that.
I got it in the eye.
16. Oh, my God.
Hold
this
on.
is outrageous. This is like, Ken, when they go to old folks' homes, and some poor old bastard that's just slowly mouldering in a chair. It's your birthday, Stanley.
Oh.
Here's a hat and some cake. They've no idea where they are. They just want death. This is what this is like.
My neighbours down at
Except
work,
you're more low energy.
they came in early to wish me happy birthday. And I got presents.
I totally forgot it was your birthday.
You didn't know it was my birthday. That's the difference.
But to be honest with you, I don't know anybody's. I don't know my mum and dad's birthdays. I rely.
No, I don't.
I don't know any of my family's birthday. I have to rely on them telling me. Kind of like a week before.
My mum had
It's information I don't need.
cellulitis.
Uh-huh.
I go up to see her. She's terribly ill.
Right.
Call an ambulance.
Right.
Right? Ambulance, get her outside. Very different to the old days. They can really fix it easily now. Well, so much so. And they said, right, your mum's name. I don't know her name.
Just mum.
No.
Oh.
Her name is, as far as I've known, Anne.
It's Jezebel.
It's Annie
Oh.
Moody. I never knew this.
Jesus Christ.
Right, long story. But anyway, if you ask her name, she gives you a 10-minute story about what her name is. She doesn't know her name. Then they said, what's her date of birth? And I went, not a fucking clue.
Jesus.
They were starting to think, who is this guy?
Is he just some guy that's just wandered along?
Not a clue. So, before we start today, I would like to say we have just had a visit from our first patron to visit the studio.
He brought some big dick energy, didn't he?
Oh my God.
Fuck.
Mr. Goboto. Mr. Goboto is the most charming, and all it took
He
was
is very
giving us stuff.
Charming. His complexion is wonderful, isn't it?
Didn't he have good skin?
Wonderful skin on him.
Good,
I was just
good
wanting to
hell.
touch him.
You know what's wrong? We're not used to seeing healthy people.
No, he's
It was
healthy.
kind of shocking.
I think he's drank a lot of good quality milk in his life.
Oh
and he'd
my
wonderful
God.
teeth,
Great
like a
teeth.
donkey. Delicious.
Now you stop with the
Strong
donkeys
teeth.
because you're wearing a t-shirt he brought
He
you.
gave me a t-shirt.
Easily distracted by donkeys.
It's like he knows me. It's like he's reached into my soul.
I got Golden Girl,
Uh-huh.
right? Tarot cards
Uh-huh.
and magnets.
Wow.
Proper dude. So I just want to say, we said it to him, but I can't express how grateful we are for him being so fucking charming.
You gave him a hand job, so you don't need
That's
to thank
all.
him anymore. He was so nice. He was so nice about it.
He was
Because there was a lot of people in the room when it happened, and he just went
just
about
went.
it.
He went
about
with it.
and he didn't make much mess.
He cried a little.
He never made much. And I checked. I thought it might have been Chris Shadowins.
Yeah, he checked
So
the
he checked
back of his head,
neck, so
That's-
he's not. It wasn't Chris wearing a skin suit.
It wasn't, and that was a worry. We thought he
was
was
a
going to
worry.
come here to
So
kill
he's
us.
got the phone. If this phone
Now-
rings, we know we're in trouble.
For our viewers, he brought up this phone for us doing our, and it's
Sleek.
hotline Folk in Scotland, and on the bottom Folk in Scotland telephony entertainment device, or Fisted for short. He's a fucking genius. He painted this himself.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I look very Noel Edmonds. Oh, is he dangerous?
Noel Edmonds. Okay. I'm led
Is he
to
okay?
believe there's a new celebrity pedo coming out.
Oh no.
There's been rumblings.
Who's it like now?
They don't know, but it's somebody big.
Jesus. So
I think
Mr.
it's Davro, or not Bobby Davro, but above Davro.
Oh,
in
that
fame
sort of level.
levels.
Now, Mr. Goboto,
Mm-hmm.
thank you very much for going over the top, being charming. And the thing is, right, it's my birthday today.
Uh-huh.
So loads of people came in,
Uh-huh.
and he's in this whirlwind of idiots.
Yeah.
Not us, but everyone else that came
But
in.
he just handled it well.
He handles
He
it.
did what's a good idea.
See,
he kept
fuck-
away from those women.
Yes, but people like him
I could see
know
him.
how to cope in social situations, not like
And
me
when
and you.
Susan came in,
Oh, God.
I noticed he was making sure he knew how to get to the door.
Everyone
He had
does.
his escape strategy.
You've got to.
I could see him calculating, if I need to go out that window, is it
And Susan was
survivable?
looking at him, I'd kill him.
Susan was licking his
Yeah.
lips. she was wanting to get a hold of his soft skin.
Oh, God. Or at least find out his skincare routine.
Oh, no.
She needs it. Now.
She's got very dry. She's got calluses in the front of her nose.
Oh. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Gobo.
It's a pleasure.
An absolute pleasure.
A pleasure.
Next thing, there's someone else, another patron. I want to bring up something. He sent me a message, and this is Khalid, and shout out to Khalid and Claudia. And it was a very nice message about disagreeing but still being able to listen, and he really got the show.
Uh-huh.
But you've sent me on, you've freed me, Khalid. You've freed me, and I have to tell you why. I was thinking about your letter. And
you actually sent a letter?
an email, a message. I'm old. I'm officially older today, so I'm only 18.
Are you 52 now?
One, shut the fuck up. You know
Holy
fine. You know
fuck.
fine. You know fine. So
That's beyond middle age. You're not living to 102.
no, I'm not. That's it. I'm done. So Khalid, in this message that he gave me, very concise, very clear, and I thought, you know what? I had this.
That's what debate used to be like.
Yes. Now
Civilised.
He's civilised. He said, disagree with you, but I can listen because you're silly. And I went, wait.
Mm-hmm.
You're right,
He
Khalid.
called us fucking silly.
Wait. He's right. I am silly. And I've just realised I have give up overnight. In seconds, Khalid. In seconds.
Uh-huh.
It might be Khalid. I'm not sure. I know a Khalid. It might be Khalid. If I've got it wrong, I apologise.
He
But
is a DJ Khalid.
you know who we're talking
he
about.
knows, he
and
knows.
Claudia. Shout out.
Okay.
So,
Claudia Winkleman.
no, listen to my story. This
Oh,
is very important to
it
me.
is, Okay.
I am giving up
You've
all
had a lot of sugar.
affiliations.
You've got some sugar energy.
I've not eaten yet.
Jesus Christ.
All affiliations,
Uh-huh.
political opinions, stuff like that. That's not where I belong. You know where I belong?
On the battlefields.
In the silliness, man. I'm going to be hunting out the absurd. That's where I belong.
You're like a screaming Lord Such.
Kind of. But I belong in the silliness. I don't belong having opinions on shit. I can have my personal opinions. What do they matter? They don't. I'll tell you what does matter. Hunting the absurd. Doesn't matter what side of the political spectrum. Doesn't matter
I know.
who, whether I disagree
Politics
with
is
them or agree.
absurd.
It's absurd. So I'm giving up everything. I'm leaving the RAC. I'm giving up everything to just concentrate on silliness. Now my girlfriend says I'm having a mental breakdown. It's not. I've evolved. I've been about all this all weekend. I've been about this.
This is the brain. Past 50, the brain starts to shrink.
What?
So all sense is leaving the body.
No, no. I'm clear.
Is he enter the pathway towards death?
I'm clear.
Going clear.
I'm clear. I can see things for the first time.
Yeah.
And I read this fucking lovely message from Khalid. I read
On
it.
vellum, written in.
And do you know what it was?
All
It was
capital
just
ink.
because he got the show.
Ah.
You don't need to listen to us. He says
No.
he doesn't listen to us for political opinion. He doesn't listen to us for science because we get it all wrong.
We get it all wrong.
Which,
Well, hold on a minute. Do we? Or is science wrong?
you know, it's almost the implied like we make it up on the spot. No. But the point is,
Uh-huh.
he said it's silly, and I was it hit home, and I went, yes, that's the whole point of us. I've give up all affiliations.
We don't have a point.
No, we don't have a point.
We don't have a point.
But I'm going to have a point. We've give up all affiliations.
Okay.
Well, I've give up all affiliations. No more. I'm going to attack the absurd. I'm going to look for it. I'm going to hunt it down. I'm going to be silly, and I'm going to be sillier than ever. But I'm going to do it with gusto and pride, and I'm going to stand on a fucking mountain, and I'm just going to go, bums. That's all I've got to give the world, and that's
Okay.
all I'm doing.
Okay,
Thank you, Khalid and Claudia.
need
You
to-
fixed my life.
You need to go up to the Mount Everest base camp.
Yeah.
First, as the dawn is breaking,
Uh-huh.
the sun's rising in that beautiful sky. Pick a zoo up your arse.
I just said to this morning
Uh-huh.
to my girlfriend on the phone, I was talking to her about this, and I said I'd love to go up the most beautiful mountain in Scotland
Mm-hmm.
and wait for the sunrise. This is exactly the thing.
Uh-huh.
And then just have a whoopee cushion and go,
That's
that's my job. Khalid, thank you.
when I was in Paris, went to see the Mona Lisa picture,
Okay.
and my missus at the time, I said, just as in front of her, I said, pull my finger, and she pulled my finger, and I farted,
Oh,
and there was loads of people about looking all.
yes.
That's what I did.
I went to Nepal,
Mm-hmm.
and there was all these holy guys going
Uh-huh.
around, and our guide went, they're just for tourists. They're Indian. They come here and they dress up and they go,
Oh, it's a guy who does that in
they want
Edinburgh.
$1. They want
Nah.
$1 for a picture.
Namaste, yeah.
Yeah. But If you go on any book about Nepal,
Yeah.
they're on the front.
That's, yeah.
And he goes, oh, I'm sorry if I've disappointed you. And I went, no, you have made my day.
Scales have fallen off your eyes.
That is the most beautiful thing
Well, I
you
was
could have told
walking
me.
down,
I love that. It's me.
Yeah, I was walking down the Royal Mile in Edinburgh and this monk came up to me.
Yeah.
He goes, namaste. I goes, oh, namaste. Namaste. He said, this is namaste. Namaste? And I goes, oh, namaste. And he started handing me these stickers and I was like, oh. And he gave me another sticker. It was like the Buddha. They're like panini cards.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, oh, namaste. And he went, namaste?
Yeah.
For money. And I
You went, namaste.
Yeah. I went, namaste. I just handed it back and walked away from him. But he was trying to have this energy.
Motion.
So he couldn't get. If he tried to get annoyed, it would have broke cover.
I was outside Old Debenhams.
Debenham.
Arnott's.
Debenhams.
The big Debenhams.
It's Debenhams.
The corner shop,
Debenhams.
which is now Greg's or something. Right.
What is it now? I don't know.
It's all they're all different shops, but that used to be a big department
A
store.
big store, big Debenhams.
And I was going past there, and guy come up in orange, all the thing.
Okay.
And he says, I'm collecting money for the hospital.
Oh,
And no, that's what I said. What hospital? And he goes, the big one. I went, what's it called? And he went,
God.
and he went, for fuck's sake, mate. And I don't know what possessed me, because I'm not like this. I just grabbed him by the neck, because I went, this guy's stealing.
Yeah.
And I grabbed him.
Oh.
And as I grabbed him, I pushed him against the glass.
Uh-huh.
And someone grabbed me, and it was the police. And I thought, oh, fuck, I'm in trouble. And the policeman says to him, mate, I fucking told you this would happen. Grabbed him, they took him away, because he was harassing people.
Yeah.
And they didn't even look at me. And I thought, I'm a way to get done. Good news, the guy that shouted at Prince Andrew,
Uh-huh.
the two guys that attacked him have been charged.
Oh, thank fuck.
They've been charged.
How did
Fuck
they
them.
catch those guys? They probably said on social media, I'll tell you what we did.
Who are they? And someone will tell.
Oh, okay.
So, it's my birthday. It started off with all my neighbours coming down, my girlfriend down.
uh-huh,
Unfortunately, you're here.
Uh-huh.
I've got this beautiful hat my girlfriend bought me. Look at that. Look at that. It's up in the. It says for the listeners, it's a pink party princess hat. You've got a hat, but you've refused to put it on.
I'm not wearing a hat. I don't wear hats.
Because I hit myself in the face with this, and it got me in the bridge of the nose. It was quite sore. Mr. Goboto turned up with gifts and charm and everything. A lovely guy. He walked here in the rain, refused a lift. I was going to drive him back. No, he's fine. He's
fine.
He's a tough guy.
He's got stoicism.
Tough guy.
That's what we
It's
need.
we need that.
Going forward, this country needs more of him. People like him, stoic.
I've had an emotional, psychological life breakthrough where I'm going to be silly. That's it. That's my job in life. I'm not going to bring any opinion.
This is going to last a week.
I'll have opinions, but they'll be silly. That's what I do. Khaled and Claudia they fixed me.
We fixed you.
I was broken.
It's like you're a real boy.
I believed
now.
I knew things.
They've taken out.
I don't.
They've taken out your wool stuffing and they put in normal things, gonads and spleens and
From Germany.
the German, of course.
That's a problem I have with Germany. I always
mechanical.
feel
Mechanics.
I always feel that's the one place I would go and never want to come back. It looks great.
There's a guy I watch on YouTube. Is he post-apocalyptic guy?
Right.
Fix it, and he just goes to scrap yards.
Okay.
And buys like pieces of machinery and fix them. He can fix anything.
Yeah.
He can fix like a bread mixer to a fucking computer. He does it for the. He can do. It's incredible.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's an issue I have with Germany. I'm scared that I would go
Machinery
and just love it.
Yeah.
I feel I would. That's the one place I thought I could live there.
Hamburg's supposed to be
Because
one.
it looks so good and the people. It just
Currywurst.
because I had a lot when I worked at university. Lots of German staff in that.
Yeah.
Nicest. I just had. Just it worked for me.
Yeah.
And Germany would be a place I'd want to
Currywurst.
stay.
Have a currywurst.
So as you see, I'm 17. Turned 17. I'm just young. But what I want to talk about is birthdays, and I want to talk about some of the birthdays that I went through.
Okay.
Now, the first one, I was turning 10, I think.
A decade old. I remember my 10th birthday.
I remember it because of this.
Big thing.
So my dad took me and my cousin,
Uh-huh.
and me and her went to the zoo in Camperdown.
Not a zoo, mate.
Animals in cages. Barely animals. A lot of them, they'll have signs on it and say, you got to be quiet or you won't come out. There's never
Nothing
been
in
animals
it.
in there. Yeah,
Just a guy in there rustling stuff.
yeah, there's nothing there.
There's
So,
a bear.
There's that bear. Yeah.
There is a bear.
Lots of bear problems in Dundee. So we go up, We're having a lovely time. They had wee goats.
Oh, they had a pig that used to like a slap in its arse.
Yeah, you'd have to hit it.
S&M
Very
pig,
strange. Yeah, I remember that
S&M
one.
pig,
Because it would back into you.
Back in, yeah.
You slap it like several times and it'd go the next person. Oh, I hated
Do you
that
know
pig.
a pig has an orgasm for about, I think it's 9 hours.
Well, you had to sort of maintain it, didn't you?
Yeah. Keep
That
it
was
going.
weird for children to do.
Yeah.
I hated that
long
pig.
enough.
But
They've
anyway,
got curly penises as well, like their tail.
if you run your finger down its back, their tail goes straight.
Do you know how long a pig, a gestation of 3 weeks, 3 days?
That's right. You told me that before, and I learned.
That's my agricultural background.
There you go. So we're
They had
walking
lemurs as well, but one
Oh.
lemur was kind of like you, so the other lemurs hated it.
Oh.
So it lived by itself. And they said the thing is, it's been shunned by its community.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing about lemurs, you can't introduce it to another community.
Oh,
They
right.
won't accept it. So they either has to live its entire life by itself,
Oh, it's pleasurable.
like Jonathan King, or they just put it down.
Oh,
I think they just put it down.
oh, that's awful. Just give it a
Because
sweet
lemurs
cake.
need communities. They
Oh,
can't be
God.
solo. You know?
We're walking around.
As a photograph of me, and I've got a lemur on my shoulder,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm feeding it some food. And if you've ever been held by a lemur,
Mm-hmm.
they've got furry little hands, and they're just soft, so soft. The hands are so soft.
I
So soft.
have a
So
picture
gentle.
of me somewhere with a monkey. Remember, there
Monkey's
used to be
different.
someone going around.
They're a different animal.
That
different
monkey
beast.
had a wee pink jumper on. And
I
it would sit on.
hate monkeys in clothes. It's awful.
Awful. And this was it. I was just a wee boy, probably 6. And I have this
To be
picture.
honest, maybe not a monkey. It's just a wee Dundee wifey. Wee
You wouldn't
cleaning
know.
lady.
You wouldn't know.
Wouldn't know.
But that monkey
Killed them.
famously bit a girl's eye and she lost her eye.
Oh
a wee
my
girl's eye.
God.
That was the monkey.
I saw a thing on Twitter, and it was like Beatles about a joke thing in Russia.
Right.
So this poor guy goes to deliver a pizza.
Oh,
Chaps at the
I
door,
saw it.
and an adult chimpanzee comes
I
out
would have
wearing
took off.
clothes. Are they mad?
That could have just lost its fucking shit. It could have looked and went, I ordered pepperoni, and went mental.
This fucking pineapple. This is a Hawaiian. Beats him to death.
Just rip your face off.
Imagine a guy does go out there sharpish. Imagine.
I would just fucking leave. Yeah.
Fucking hell.
So I'm walking around. Right. It's absolutely. I'm having a great time because
Yeah.
I love animals. And you're a wee kid. And out comes this ferret. Now, I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was a ferret type creature. It wasn't a ferret looking back on it. Comes running out. Wild.
A Wolverine.
Right? Don't know. Beautiful. Elegant. Bounding. Doink, doink, doink. And I'm watching it. That goes, look, must have escaped. And a guy comes round after it with a shovel in the air. And he's away to belt it, sees us, puts the shovel down and just walks quickly after it. Dundee Zoo. Then we saw it and it escaped. It actually got out. It was away into
Aye.
the park. Couldn't believe it. This guy was away to fucking kill it.
Like the locals used to break into that zoo all the time.
Yeah.
And there's, I think we've told this story before.
Mhm.
Jeremy the bear, who was female,
Mm-hmm.
called Jeremy.
Oh, this is when I told my best joke ever and you missed it. Carry on.
He a guy
I'll bring it up. But
Guy went up, looking at the bear. Jeremy sat there sleeping, and he goes, "Jeremy, hi there, Jeremy," and starts like throwing shit at him.
Mhm.
And Jeremy goes, "Oh, slowly towards him. He's hitting it with sticks. Boo, ba doo, ba doo, ba doo, ba doo. Ah, fucking Jeremy, those sticks. And just grabs his arm, pulls out the socket.
bit his hand off, who I know the guy.
Aye, he's dead now.
And now you said Jeremy's dead. This is my joke that I'd done more than a year ago, and I went, choked on a watch. You didn't hear it.
Oh,
You see, you liked it, but you didn't hear it, and it was
Oh,
my best
choked on
joke
a
ever. He
watch.
choked on a watch, but I know the guy actually got his hand bit off, but he ate
got
3 hands.
you got insurance.
Jeremy ate 3 hands. They broke it, but people we went in at night once, and you just go in at night, walk around, and
Aye.
it's a bit dodgy, because some of the animals are, now, on that same day, we watched this guy away to kill this animal with
Uh-huh.
a shovel. We'll go around, they used to have monkeys, and all the monkeys were sitting smoking. They were sitting smoking because people would go in and they'd throw their cigarettes down, they'd pick them up, watch. Next thing you know, they're addicted. They had to give them cigarettes.
Oh, no.
So they didn't encourage visitors to give them cigarettes, but all the monkeys were just sitting smoking. If they didn't get them, they'd start killing each other.
I was across, and there was a kind of similar place crossing Fife,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm there, and there's these little marmosets.
Yeah.
And this old zookeeper comes up, he says, "See that one there?" And I goes, "Aye." He says, "That one's a little cunt." He says, "Don't go fucking near it." And he says, well, and he was tuning a polo mint. He goes, and the thing came across, and it just snatched the polo mint. He just looked at him like it had rabies or
Oh,
something.
fucking hell.
But I think called out, is it a coatamundi? They're like
Don't know.
they look like an elongated badger. They've got a great long nose. They're kind of gingery coloured.
Right, okay.
Coatamundi, I think they're called. Wonderful. And they were like putting their wee snouts through the.
I've
through
seen
the
a
cage.
zoo, and it has 2 little holes, and otters put their hands through, and you can hold their hands.
Have you ever seen
lovely.
have you ever seen a sun bear?
No.
Sun bears like honey,
Okay.
so they give them.
Are they the ones with the big mark on their chest?
Yeah.
It looks like they're a
They've
bat.
got
bear.
they've got an amazing.
They have
fur,
them in Edinburgh. Well, they
Yeah.
had them in Edinburgh.
long tongues,
Right. Okay.
and all the women are just ruined. watching them.
Steamed up. Jesus. God. Have you seen that gorilla? And I heard the article. I read it, and it's this super handsome gorilla in Japan,
It's got
and
big
women
head.
travel to see it. And I went, a handsome gorilla, and I saw it. My God, he
He's
is a looker.
He's a looker.
Oh my goodness.
There was
what a-
Snowball.
handsome devil.
Snowball was a famous albino gorilla in Barcelona Zoo. He was a
Right.
good looker as well.
No, handsome devil. So,
Yeah.
that was my first
Have
story.
you seen the best looking Shetland pony? There's this wonderfully handsome Shetland.
Does it
pony.
have the hair like
Oh,
Fabio and
he's
that?
someone
Oh,
else.
Handsome.
Someone else. He knows it though.
Yeah, see, that's the thing with that fucking gorilla. You see him sitting, and he always
The
sit
thing-
facing away, and then he'd look over his shoulder.
There's a problem with gorillas. Tiny peckers.
Oh,
So there was a kind of myth back in the day, and there was a lot of sculptures made, and the notion was gorillas were like capturing white women
all right,
and
okay,
dragging them
yeah.
up and the sex slaves. So of course I went across it to shoot loads of gorillas, but they would remove their cocks and that because they were tiny little white shreeds.
Oh, right,
So
okay.
they wouldn't have done you
But
much
he doesn't
damage.
worry. If you, go online and look at that gorilla. He is handsome.
He's a handsome boy.
But he's got the what's it? The blue steel. He's got the look.
Ah, he does
yeah,
that.
he does that.
Saying that, they do eat their own shit first thing in the morning.
Now I'm coming up to a special birthday. I think it was 11.
11.
My granda, the one that took me to Blackpool, he'd been going on about he's old enough to get this gift that I have for him.
Okay.
Right, I've had it for many years,
A Luger.
and I want it to go to my grandson, my only grandson. Okay, right. So this build-up's coming. So I'm down at the house,
Oh, no.
and I've been out on my bike, and I come in. My gran and grand are there, and everyone looks at me because they're all, "What has he got?" And they're all thinking it's money because he had money, he just didn't spend it. He was, lived in a fucking council flat, but he was loaded. You know what I mean? So they're like, "What's this going to be?" So they come in, happy birthday, son. Oh, all right, thank you. Happy birthday from my gran. Right, okay, no card, nothing.
Oh.
And out comes this envelope, and he's wearing a long jacket. He looked like he was out in a 1940s film. You know, he had
Right.
that. So he takes out this envelope, and it's this old, antique-looking paper envelope.
Oh, no.
And what's in here, right?
A foreskin?
Hold on. I'm going, fuck, what is this? He takes a big breath, and he goes, now, Derek, I've carried this for many years,
Oh, no.
and I've wanted to go to the right person, and that's you. He says, so I hope you take this and treasure it as much as I did.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, oh, fuck, right, what's in here, right? But I'm starting to feel it's not money.
No.
So I get the envelope, and everyone's just staring at me, and I went to open it, and he went, "You can open it now." So I open the envelope.
Is it really dry?
It's
the
dry,
envelope?
and he goes, "Just tear it open."
Brittle.
So I just went along the top with my wee fingers along the top, and inside is lined paper. And I open it up, and it's very well written. While he was in a tank, his friend was killed, and this was the letter that he wrote to his mother, but couldn't be bothered sending. And he went, read it out. So I read it out, and my dad went, "For Christ's sake, Tommy, what are you giving him that for? Are you fucking stupid?" Like that. He went, "Oh," he says, "Why didn't you send it?" And my dad said what everyone was thinking. Why didn't you send it to the lad's mother then? He says, couldn't be bothered. Just couldn't be bothered. Had other
He's
things
held
on my
on
mind.
to that.
He held on to the letter,
Fuck's sake.
and that was my special. And he went, "For Christ's sake, Tommy, right? And my gran, she's all, oh, we didn't think you'd be upset. Right, so she went and got a tenner.
11-year-old get to do with that?
She went and got a tenner and said, oh, there's you
Was
go.
he wanting you to put that in your hip pocket and go about with it?
I don't know.
And pass it on to your
He was
grandchild?
drunk.
What a fucking weirdo.
What a fucking... So I didn't know what to do with it. My dad snapped out my hand and went, Tommy, fucking...
That counts for nothing, that letter. That's a nothing of a letter.
Nothing. And
Was he trying to prove how heroic he was?
I don't know.
That's weird as fuck.
So that was that birthday. See, I'm laughing about it.
It's the horror.
The fighting after and arguing.
You see, that's the thing.
Oh,
During your life, you have things, and it's things that are personal to you. You have got a wee stone from fucking Loch Lomond. You've got it in a wee box with all these other little bits and pieces. On your death,
there's shite in here. Throw it out.
What's going to do with any of that shit?
It's
Nothing.
just personal to you. It meant nothing. It was so weird.
And that letter didn't even mean much to him.
It didn't mean much to him. He genuinely says, I couldn't be bothered. And my dad was stunned. He went, what do you mean you weren't bothered? He says, I had other things on my mind, so I just kept it.
Why did
he was mental. Mental.
Was he in the tank? Did the tank get hit? Maybe he rattled his
No,
brain
I
a
think the
little bit.
guy had an asthma attack. From what I remember, they were in the
enemy
desert.
action.
I think he had an asthma attack, which is
wa-
terrible, but...
I watched this is a war to me.
Right.
I watched Von Ryan's Express last
You were
night.
saying, yeah.
It begins
Where did you watch this?
in my house on the television.
Oh, right, okay.
DPI player. So it's this weird tonal thing. This is what the war was, which was weird.
Yeah.
So it's in Italy.
Mm-hmm.
Sinatra crashes. He's a colonel in the American Air Force.
Okay.
Crashes. He gets picked up with these Germans.
Right.
Italians.
Okay.
The Germans saying, where is the pilot? They're going to just shoot him. And the Italians are, and take him to their camp. And it's this jovial, like, hello bullshit.
Yeah.
Where they're all starving to death. And tonally, it's very weird.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll get their clothes off. And then 10 minutes later, Germans machine gun all these ill people.
It's such a bizarre mix we had of the view of the war.
The war's wild. It's like this wild entertainment, but periodically, remember, it's serious, guy. I don't know what wild.
I've not got to the age yet. I am a year older. There's no denying it. But I am not to the age yet where I'm interested in World War II.
But the mythology,
Or a freak out when you see a Spitfire.
Our basis of the Second World War is based on, a lot of films were made during the war. So they're all, it's
Although my favourite game on the ZX Spectrum was Dam Busters. That was a great game.
Well, you can't really speak about that because the squadron leader guy had that problematic dog.
His dog. Now, I have...
There was a guy in my hometown, the bank manager.
Yeah.
He based himself along that guy, and he had the black lab as well.
Oh, my God. He didn't.
It was called the End.
Oh, my God. Well, the thing
What
is...
was the guy's name? I forget the guy, the Dam Buster.
I wasn't going to say the dog's name.
It was a bouncing bomb, wasn't it?
But the... oh, God, what's his name? It directed King Kong and Lord of the Rings.
Oh, yeah. Peter
Jackson. I think he was going to do the Dam Busters.
Right.
But if you're going to do the Dam Busters and he was going to do it really accurately, you have to do it accurately. So do you have to include their
You'd have to
mascot
have the dog,
that got killed on the
They
day
get
of the
knocked
bombing?
down in the bombing.
What do you do? History's history.
Yeah, no,
History's history.
History's history.
And it shouldn't be sanitised.
No,
but
but the problem is because you can't do the sacred cows, isn't there?
yeah.
And the sacred cow is the story you hear. Britain went into the Second World War to liberate Europe and save all the Jewish people.
No.
And that's not actually
No.
true.
No.
It's not actually true.
No. And
But there's so much. And I like documentaries about the Second World War because it's fascinating. The Germans shouldn't have really got anywhere to begin with.
yeah.
People had planned. The Germans, it was a hope and a prayer.
Yeah.
But as much as the mythos was the Germans were so good. No, no.
No, they just were allowed to do
There's
it.
loads of hubris. People within Germany were wanting to arrest Hitler. It could have gone very, very differently.
People were trying to kill him, famously.
It's like just now, what's happening. We're not going to get too political. Ukraine. That is going to have to be negotiated.
Mm-hmm.
But there's people, for some reason, are wanting this to fight to the end.
Well, the thing is, with despite being always been silly, Khaled, I will be. All peace is painful.
Yeah.
and that's going to be very difficult.
Nobody ever.
Yeah, it's going to be
somebody-
very difficult.
You've got to. You have to take some
Terrible.
licks.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going to fucking
It's going to
happen.
be awful.
It's going to be fucking terrible.
My next
But there's people that are very keen. There's hawkish people.
Yeah, that
let's
just
go.
let's get nuclear weapons. Oh no! Let's settle down. Settle down. Now, my next birthday.
You wouldn't
years
be called up though
Eh?
into the Russian army because you're over 50 now. You're safe.
Winner.
I've still got
winner.
3 years in my
3 years.
prime.
Oh, fuck you.
A lot
Fuck you.
could happen. in
You
that
kids, you young people,
Good.
you don't know. So as a kid, all my birthdays were just drunk relatives coming round for 20
three. I
minutes.
can't
and then
really remember.
causing a fight.
Our family
Awful.
Our family weren't into the birthday thing.
We didn't have a party.
We
People would
never-
just turn up.
Never did big shit like that.
No.
Birthdays are nothing to me. It's one other
No.
day.
This is the biggest birthday I've ever had today.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it really is. I'm not kidding.
Mm.
Older. I'm about 23, I think. I'm at the beach with my friend. So
One friend.
one friend, and we'd go surfing all
Was he
day.
made out of sand?
He wasn't made out of
Was he-
sand. He
and
was
he-
real. This
For
is-
eyes, he had 2 little jellyfish.
he was real. Now listen.
was,
We're
it
at
a
Lunan Bay.
was it a magical dolphin?
He was magical.
Was it a unicorn dolphin? That just
No.
only you could see.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
So we're up at the beach.
Lunan Bay.
Lunan Bay,
Beautiful.
surfing all day. This is when you could stay at the beach all night.
Ah.
Built a fire.
Can you not do that now?
Nah, they put a gate on. The old guy that ran it and just let people stay died, and they put a gate up in a wee cafe, and you're not allowed to go. Fucking. But the thing is,
Uh-huh.
Angus Council rents it, and they shut it. Yeah, that's a long story. But anyway,
Okay.
go up, beautiful beach, love it. We're surfing all day. It's my birthday. Sit down. We're making
It's like
food.
Point Break, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the way we'd spend the whole
You're
weekend.
not
up there.
Swayze.
Lovely. Yeah, of course I am.
No.
I'm definitely Swayze.
You're Flea.
They've
You're the
got
bad guys that get the tits shot off them.
Oh no, that was Anthony.
Um,
Kiedis,
was it?
yeah.
Was it?
No, it wasn't Flea. I'm the bad guy, gets shot in the foot. So
Yeah.
we're having a lovely night. Cider, old Somerset cider. We're
Jesus.
drinking it, drunk. We're having a laugh. We're just
Acoustic guitar.
no guitar that night. Surprisingly,
it's a
we're just
shame.
relaxed,
Ah.
right? But my friend, when he had a drink,
What happens in Lunan Bay stays in Lunan Bay.
the petrol can came out.
I've got
So
I
the
guess
fire
a
was
can or
going down
something
a
else.
bit. He threw it on it.
the whole
As
can.
it came back, hit his legs
The calf.
below the knees. Both his legs were on fire. So put them out really quick. And he went, no, I'm fine. But I could see he wasn't fine.
Oh.
And his legs turned scarlet. Then the skin started raising. I went, right, we've got to go to hospital. So we packed up. It was in his car. You know what I mean?
Did you make him drive?
Eh?
Made him drive.
Well, no, we got some. This is what happened. There was the guy at the
Fucking
farm.
beach hobos.
We're like, we've had a bit of an accident. He says, jump in.
Uh-huh.
So him and his dad,
Mm-hmm.
he drove our car. His dad followed him, drove him back.
Mm-hmm.
And so we were like,
It'd be
we would have
nice.
been, it would have been an ambulance.
Was there a nice barbecue smell in the car? Bet you got a bit peckish.
No, his hair. You smelt his hair.
Oh, no.
It was gone, and his socks were melted and everything.
Oh,
it was like
no.
wearing shorts. So this guy, really nice. We knew him, so we just knocked on the doors in a bit of an emergency. So we got to Arbroath Infirmary, right?
Oh, no.
They took him in. So sitting there waiting. I'm waiting in like almost an hour. Doctor
what
comes
a good
out.
friend you are.
Doctor comes out and says, look, he's okay. He's had quite a serious burn on one of his legs, so we're going to keep him in. He's asleep now with the
Doctor,
painkiller,
right?
whatever, all this sort of thing. I'm like, all right, okay, I better get going. So I go out. Shit, it's his car. He's got the keys,
Oh, no.
right? And I went, oh, right, what do I do? So I walk from Arbroath back to Dundee at 11 o'clock at night. I just didn't want to go back in. You couldn't disturb him or anything.
Imagine the scene. You go back in.
Uh-huh.
You're reaching under the blankets to get the keys, and the nurse walks in. She's like, "Oh dear, I'll leave you to it."
It's exactly what you think.
It's a one. Can that bit in Goodfellas where
Mhm.
Ray Liotta takes his brother to the hospital, and the doctor says, "Fucking hell, mate, what's wrong?" It's surprising the doctor didn't take you in.
I know.
What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you?
Jaundiced.
I had a friend who was on sickness with the brew,
Aye.
and they had their form they had to fill in.
Yeah.
And I was just doing it as a joke. I qualify for being on the sick.
The
I wasn't happy about that. So anyway, wait.
Aye.
I walk all the way
That's a
back,
distance.
21
That's
miles.
a hike.
And that was before they built the path. So I was
Oh,
walking on
on
the
the road.
Virgin.
Oh,
Oh,
Jesus.
fucking hell. I was exhausted. You know the old
I'd
road?
have just slept in a lay-by.
I didn't know what to do. Right, so I thought if I get back home, I'll get to
You
my
could
car
Have, you
and
could have stayed in Arbroath.
with what? All my wallet, well, this is what happens. I get back to my house.
You're like the Queen, never has car.
Don't have my keys.
Oh, Jesus.
They're still in the car. They're in my bag.
Yeah, I wasn't well thought out.
So you know what I did? You know what it was? I kind of panicked because he was
Swayze'd it and smashed.
he was actually injured.
Should have Swayze'd it.
Yeah, but he was actually injured, and I was
Not
kind
really.
of fuck. Yeah, he was.
Not really.
So I had to. So what I'd done on my steps outside my house, I just lay down, and I had long hair, and I was trying to make it into a pillow.
Oh, that's the most pathetic story I've ever heard.
That's what I did. I just slept on the stairs outside my house. It was 20 miles. It took me fucking forever to get home. I felt like I'd
You
never
get into a rhythm. When
It was
you're walking.
daylight when I got home. It was daylight
Get into a
again.
rhythm.
That was another birthday. It was magical. So the next day, I get in my car. I go back up to see him. Yeah, he's getting had surgery by the morning.
It's his own fault, to be honest. That's an idiotic thing.
It was.
That's
By the time I got up, he'd come out of surgery.
that's really a stupid thing to do.
His family
That's-
were on the
that's
way and
incredibly
everything.
stupid.
Throwing petrol. He was the same guy. I had roof bars on my old Fiesta, and we decided I'll go on the top and he'll drive around. And the first handbrake turn he done in the car park, I went flying off over a fence and landed and winded myself. And I just watched him drive in circles going, yeah. He thought I was still up there. 10 minutes before I could get a breath. Went right over a fence into a field of coos.
Those coos could have stampeded and killed you.
That's the same place. Right there, where in that field I went beside it, that's where I got attacked by a goose and I had stitches in my knee.
Mate, they're an,
Not a fucking joke.
All the distilleries up north don't have guard dogs, guard geese.
Kick the fuck out of me.
Those fuckers. Because they can fly at you as well.
But the wings were punching me. And I was
know.
getting in the jaw. I was like, what the fuck? And you think feathers, bird bones hollow. Fucking hell,
You
I was
think-
concussed.
You think you go over a tall gate, dog's not going to come after you. Goose
Goose
that's not
just
gonna
straight
slow it
over.
down.
So when it pegged me,
Mhm.
it pegged through my trousers
Mhm.
and through the skin
Ah.
into my kneecap.
Fuck.
I had to get stitches
The
in it.
farmer will sharpen that beak.
Oh,
That's
my-
an attack goose.
But it just went bunk, like as quick as that.
Oh, just deadly.
Right through, and I was
Deadly.
like, "Oh my fucking god!" And that's when I went for a shit. And when I came back, I'm covered in blood and everything.
Because birds don't sleep. They just
What?
Birds don't sleep.
Of course, they sleep.
Have you ever seen a sleeping bird?
What?
You've never seen a bird sleeping, have you?
Not in the air.
Because they don't sleep.
Oh, wait, no. Listen, I'm going to take this
Micro
as a
naps.
I'm going to take this as a
Birds
fucking
just
fact.
take micro naps.
I'm going to take this as a fact.
But when a bird's flying about, it can sleep for milliseconds at a time. All adds up.
Good birthdays.
Okay, let's hear it.
My girlfriend plans birthday. She brought me in a cake today. Did you see it?
That cake was disgusting. It
No,
was a prison
there's
cake.
other
Oh,
cake.
didn't
I got the
like
good- the
I didn't
carrot
like
cake.
the look of that one either.
I got candles. I got dinosaurs on it. Oh, Mr. Go Bottle put the wrapping paper had a fucking triceratops on it because he knows I love it. Did you see the hug I give him? I didn't let go. I didn't let go.
noticed that.
And he got fucking awkward, but I wasn't letting go.
No, you weren't letting
I
go.
wasn't letting go. In
Wee
Nepal,
xylophone ribs pressed against
I
it.
woke up in the morning
Uh-huh.
on my birthday in
In
Nepal.
Nepal, okay.
Opened the shutters on the window. Everest.
Stretching, you look round, there's a Dalai Lama smoking a fag in the bed.
That happens. That happens.
'Cause he's
We've
a
all got to.
friendly guy, the Dalai Lama.
We've all got to get
Is
by.
it friendly? Is the Dalai Lama celibate? He doesn't look like a celibate.
Have you
guy
seen
to
his
me.
house? It's a bachelor pad.
Is it?
He's got this beautiful glass-fronted building on the hills, Hollywood Hills, overlooking the city, an infinity pool that he goes namaste and swims every morning with all these topless models.
Oh, brilliant.
I'm telling you. Now, the best birthday I ever had,
Uh-huh.
I got told a bit of information like this.
Mhm.
Son, got to tell you something.
Mhm.
Your gran's had a stroke. That meant they weren't visiting. My gran and granda weren't coming down. I had the best day ever.
As a kid, I used to, because a few family members had strokes, I thought, a stroke?
A stroke.
A stroke sounds like you stroke the dog.
Yeah, it sounds nice.
They should call it a wallop. They call it a stroke. I don't understand why it's called a stroke.
I'm going to demonstrate
What's a medical term for a stroke? A stroke?
a stroke. Yeah, I think it's a brain aneurysm. That's what it is.
Is it because it's the stroke of 10? Is it because it's like...
What? No, I think that's a stroke, isn't it? So I got this news and I was so happy. But I'm about to demonstrate
Uh-huh.
with our new phone that was hand painted
Mhm.
in the Dundee colours, and it works.
It does work. Well,
Right?
it does work, but it works.
It does work, but it doesn't work.
A
Now,
rotary phone.
I'm going to demonstrate the worst thing that we have to go through.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Everyone's gone through this. Here we go. Like, And I had a phone like this, but it was in avocado green.
Right, okay. You used to get ones from, you got them for BT, you got one
That's
colour.
it, yeah. And you had to rent it. Oh,
Yeah, the wheat cream ones, a cream one.
horrible. Hello, Auntie Margaret. Thank you for my gift. Yeah. Thank you. Bye. I did it!
Then
That's
the next one.
That's the next one. Oh, hated that. Having to phone relatives you didn't
I can
like.
remember my first. Can you remember your first phone number?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not going to say
I'm
it.
not going to say it because someone will have it or something, but no.
Yeah,
I remember it clear as anything.
No, they won't have it because there'll be numbers added to it.
Oh, God, yeah. We got a phone and it was such a big deal.
It was a big deal.
It was a big deal getting a phone, and it was in the hall on a phone table.
Yeah.
And I was sent up to Dryborough because there was a phone box there to phone the house to see if it worked.
Because prior to us, because nobody had phones.
No.
And there was a phone box in the scheme I grew up in, and people would phone it, and the kids would answer the phone, hello?
Yes.
And you would go and run and get people.
Yeah, I've done that. I've done that
In
plenty
our
of times.
lifetime, man, especially years back in the Victorian times, what changes we have seen?
What changes? The internet.
Every old fucker you see on a bus has got a phone now. The smart old people. Everybody.
Now, speaking of changes, right? We're in the middle of
Changes.
one right now.
What's happening?
There was photography. There was digital photography. And now there's AI.
Okay.
DALL-E 2 is open to the public. And if you sign up, you get 150 free credits. So it's
Right.
150 free attempts at it, and you get 4 images each. And so it's a lot of images you can get. I challenged it to do things and to do weird things. It's amazing.
Oh, is it like?
It's amazing. I was coming up with the most silly shit that you could imagine and putting it at the end of it photorealistic. I don't know how it done it.
No,
It's fucking incredible.
It's almost instantaneous. That's using a lot of energy.
20 seconds, and you've got these 4 images. Now, some work and some don't. Now, here's the next thing you could do, I found out. You take an image, or say you want to do a monster's eye. Do the monster's eye, you put it in, then you put all the images around it, and then say create from that, and it goes even bigger. So you get these high definition,
The thing
incredible
is, what
pictures.
happened, I'm led to believe that photo competitions are already banning this technology.
Someone won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A art school. Because if you're doing something a wee bit trippy, how you get compete?
Here's where I'm going to say, here's the issue with this. At the moment in art school, our neighbour Susan makes a lot of the items for the fashion designers. They don't make them, they just have concepts.
Yeah.
But she's a maker.
Yeah.
So their degree work, she makes.
Yeah.
So what's the difference between
But that's
them?
always been the way.
Yes,
Ken,
but what's the
Sistine
difference?
Chapel wasn't a one-man job.
But what's the difference if you say, I've got the concept and I can create
Well, it's
it?
like it's like a film director. Martin Scorsese's Goodfellas. He didn't make the whole film. It's a collaborative thing.
Tron didn't win any awards when it came out for the CGI because they said that's cheating.
Right, okay.
Now it's accepted because it doesn't matter. You still need the artistry behind it. You still need the concept, but they will be able to take that talent
some
out.
of the best stuff you've seen in those AI generated stuff. Somebody's had to come up with something interesting to make. It's a thought behind it.
It's
if you said to the
astounding.
AI, randomise, make something interesting, if it was left its own devices, what kind of stuff would it come
There's
up
a
with?
website called This Person Doesn't Exist.
Right. Oh yeah, my
And
brother.
it generates a person.
My brother sent me that a few times, and it's crazy.
But they're real.
Crazy.
It's
Our government could say this person's a terrorist.
they don't exist. It could be anyone.
You could make up anything.
You could. Now, it's like I said before. I think someone pointed out that in Westworld, you just typed in ideas and it would generate it.
Yeah.
The first film is going to be very soon where someone's put in the script and then slowly it's people just typing ideas will create the actors, and it'll happen.
That's the thing. People, creative people said, "Oh well, AI's going to get rid of accountants." But us, the human brain, our genius, creativity, that
can't ever be
it's gone.
bullshit. It's gone.
Every aspect of humanity is going to go.
And I'm going to have to say,
Well, when did the chess players stop being able to beat the computer?
it was first in 97.
Kasparov got his
I think it was Deep Blue, the computer.
Kasparov beat him, and they've never been able to beat it since.
And I think he lost I think it was 3 games and he lost
But the
one and
thing
he
is,
walked out. He was
every
furious.
time it improved.
Yeah.
Every time it played, you improved. The latest one, the guy, the grand champion now, he's accused the guy beat him of cheating.
With anal beads.
They said anal beads in an AI system.
Yeah. I saw a girl and she was playing poker the other day.
Right.
And she'd done so. Now, I don't understand poker, but the guy that was playing against her was staring at her, going fucking bullshit, because the odds are like phenomenal.
Yeah.
And she's done it several times in a row. And he's like not having it. He says no. And then you could see her getting nervous, going, no, I played better than you. I played, and she's bullshit. But then she's got this big ring on. You see her taking it off and putting it under, and it comes back out, and there's no ring on. And you're like, why would you do that? And she's been accused of cheating, but he said to her, no, you're cheating. So to get out of it, she says, I'll give your money back then.
Oh, I'll
give your money back. And it's like, and she's only been playing since lockdown or something.
So
and he's looking.
You never get to beat a computer at anything.
So, what do we do now? Do we say,
what about giving people hand jobs?
Oh, you get all that.
Can a computer do that?
You get all that.
Can a computer do the subtlety of it?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Reaching into them.
Because I've seen an AI that makes an omelette, and
it's a bit dangerous looking. I wouldn't put my cock in it.
No,
but do we accept this AI?
You've got to,
right? Because here's what happened. I was working in a photography
Too late to
studio.
Switch off now, mate.
Yeah, I was working in a photography studio, and I was working as a photographer. I started it off and worked my way up, and the guys around me were old school.
Mm-hmm.
And when they saw digital, they went, but you don't understand. Digital can never, ever replace the quality of film.
No, it's bollocks.
It will never happen because that's not the way it works.
No, it's
It
bollocks.
can't happen.
You can just take you can take a picture, a digital, make it look like a Polaroid,
Right.
make it look like
but
a
these guys were genuine
anything.
experts.
No.
Been in it for years.
That's why I thought, I've told you this before, I thought the whole touch screen wasn't going to work.
Yeah. You were
I
wrong.
thought it's going to be a gimmick,
Yeah.
and I was wrong. So from henceforth, any technology comes along, so this will
Just
be
say
the
that's going to work. Now, here's what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Within a year,
Apart from Elon Musk's fucking smart tank thing,
or his robot the
which
other
he
day.
says is going to be a. Is he back to the robot?
The robot came out the other day
How's
walking.
it looking?
It looks like a bucket of shit. It looks like a bucket of shit.
Is
It's
it nimble?
No.
Does it look like a man in a leotard?
No.
Is it like Dusty Bin?
No, it's walking, but it looks like it's shit itself. It walks like it's went, oh, fucking hell, get us home, quick. It's too late.
There's probably a human brain in it. It's somebody on death
it's
row.
just
He's
nonsense.
harvested the brain.
So these guys, these photographers,
Uh-huh.
within a year of them proving to me that it can't ever be replaced,
They'd all went digital.
my boss had got rid of all the cameras and went digital. He said, this is business. He says, you know what we're saving just by going digital?
Yeah.
And then, because it was Olympus came out with the E-series and he just bought them all in. Now, my Contax camera that he gave me was, I think it was £3,000.
Uh-huh.
He brought in £1,000 cameras and loads of them and didn't need to develop.
But
it was incredible.
Had film cameras reached the height of their technology?
Yes.
Could you make a film camera that was better?
I hear a lot of things with, the technology was in the emulsion.
Yeah.
And like digital can only go so many million
Because there
pixels.
was a Russian guy that was making incredible photographs, and he just made a camera out of an old shoebox.
Yeah.
And he was filming people in the parks.
Yeah.
And then, but he'd made a kind of flat, and he was just developing it in his bathroom, and they were wonderful looking things.
Yeah.
And people loved them, but you could make them look the same with digital.
Right. The thing is with film, it's the emulsion.
Yeah.
Right. And they go, but
accidents happen.
The equivalent, but the equivalent of pixels, and you're like, no, it's not about that. It's about the quality of the image.
Okay.
And now cameras like Fuji, the one I use, they come with all the different films in it to simulate it.
Yeah.
But you don't use them because here's what happens. You will get so many pixels within a sensor that the grain of the glass, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
The glass can only get so clear. Then you start picking up the problems within the glass. So there are limits on all of it. But how big do you need to print out a picture? How much?
No.
Do you know what I mean?
For people's uses, no.
For general
but
use,
you're not even
no.
going to have to do Photoshop. Photoshop, people are good at Photoshop and funny about with it. You just it's now option. AI's going to do it for you.
I've got AI in my phone.
Yeah, okay.
In the camera, and I thought I won't use it.
You use all the time.
I took a picture with it, and it was slightly off, so it straightened it. Right, it set it off to the side a wee bit.
It put a wee black spot where your cock was.
No. And it cuts the person out and creates a graduated bokeh behind them.
Fucking-
And I looked at it and went, oh, God almighty, that's really good. It's really good.
yeah.
And I was talking to you before about
And this is going to this is speeding up.
It's going so
Technology's
fast.
speeding up.
Because the thing is, DALL-E came out and it was very basic. Now it's open to you and it's fucking going. DALL-E 2.
Right, okay.
Sign up to it, you get 150 free credits, then every month you get 15. And I think it's $15 for 150 credits. It's
thing.
dirt cheap.
First thing I'm going to put in.
Uh-huh.
Derek Findas wanks a donkey.
Be careful. I think there's words you're not allowed.
Not allowed
That's
to use
fine.
wank.
I don't know, but there's words you're not allowed to use. So
Fillet.
I don't know, but I don't do it. But
Souks.
it's amazing.
Wouldn't understand souks.
But the thing is, we're at this basically the start of it,
AI.
and it's great.
I don't think it's going to be long. I don't think AI is going to get sentience soon,
Mm-hmm.
but it's going to give you the impression of sentience
Well,
very soon.
do we give the impression of sentience? It's
so-
very difficult.
Yeah,
to,
because I've sat next to you and I'm not sure you're actually alive.
it's the thing where they look for aliens and they say, here's the rules
Uh-huh.
of what an alien we should look for, because it might be difficult to spot life.
I think that, yeah.
And fire fits into that.
Ah.
That it consumes, all these things, it grows. It's very difficult.
Susan.
Oh, she could.
Alien. I could have sworn I saw like she'd not
A gill.
She'd not closed her head properly. And I think there's a wee kid.
I could believe it.
Just a wee guy running her.
Oh, Jesus God. It's frightening.
She's full of those, what were they called? The dumb.
Dumb? It's just full of dumb. What?
No, what?
Brain
Young,
cells?
dumb, and full of old.
Young, dumb, and full of
cum.
cum. That's not me anymore.
No, it's not, my friend.
God almighty.
The no, Ken, what were they called? The similar things. The comic strip where the wee people were running the man.
The numbskulls.
Numbskulls, yeah.
It's got
They made a
numbskulls.
film like that with Eddie Murphy.
It's
Dave
not
or
good.
something.
Dave, yeah, it's not good.
Not
It's
good.
not good. I like Eddie Murphy. He is doing the new
I-
Beverly Hills Cop.
I'm not watching it.
He's 60 odd.
The first Beverly Hills Cop is great.
It's
But
amazing.
it was it the second one?
Oh, the second one was just bombastic
There's
nonsense.
a third one.
Oh, that's really bad in
Because
the theme park.
He started to. He didn't. He thought, no, I'm serious now. So he
Yeah.
stopped being funny.
It was terrible.
It's awful.
It's
the
so
first one's
bad.
great.
The first one, he's 22 or something in it.
Eddie Murphy.
He's brilliant.
He's an ugly bastard. He's ugly as fuck.
I love him.
He's a black guy. He's ugly bastard, and he managed to be the biggest because he's
At that time, he was
he's
huge.
got
He's
charisma, charming,
Oh
funny.
my God, he was so good.
So good.
In
They said
that-
he was just so good, man.
His acting, he goes from proper serious to
Oh, he can
real
act.
comedy.
Yeah.
He can do it.
48 Hours, man. He's great in that as well.
I'm not a huge fan of that.
I like that.
Tony
Make
Scott
note.
stuff, I'm not a fan
but
of.
you like the bombast.
I don't like the over the top
He went out with a bang, though, didn't he? With
I
a
did.
splat.
with a splat. Yeah.
No, Eddie Murphy was someone else. Remember,
Love him.
Eddie Murphy had the musical career for a spell, and he was
Oh,
on stage
party
with
all the
Paul
time.
McCartney.
Oh, it's so bad because it was someone said to him, "You can't sing, you can't do it, you
Doesn't
can't."
matter.
So he went and had a hit, and then went and proved it. But
Like Bruce
a
Willis
terrible
under the
hit.
boardwalk.
the
The
return of Bruno.
Radio 4 the other day were saying now the Queen's dead, they need somebody for us all to look up to in the UK. Because
Us?
no,
Oh no!
they've decided Paul McCartney. It's going to be Paul McCartney.
I'm phoning the authorities immediately. Paul McCartney, that fucking old cunt.
I was watching.
He can't sing now.
While I was having my McDonald's delivered breakfast on Sunday.
What? You're gonna have a fucking heart attack.
I had on Friday night Chinese munchie box. Saturday
Oh,
night
that giant munchie box.
Giant munchie
oh
box.
my God!
Saturday Taco Bell. Sunday morning McDonald's delivery.
You're fucking insane.
Delicious. But when I was eating my McDonald's, it was going on about the London Marathon, and they were like that. Our beloved and much missed Queen. During the marathon, everyone's running past the Parliament, the Buck House to just wipe the tears.
Oh, my nipples are bleeding.
I've had enough of BBC.
Sick
They're
of
still
them.
not
They're
done.
shit.
They're not done yet.
I was asked the other day, why don't we go and work for the BBC or something? And I said, I don't like the BBC. I don't like anything they stand for. I don't like the license fee. But if they came to me with the big bucks, I would say it's a very important institution that we need to support, and everyone should pay their life.
Working class people don't get.
They don't get jobs there. We don't get jobs
You
there.
don't get jobs. Oh, you get a cleaning job, but nah.
We don't get work there.
No.
BBC, I dare you. I dare you, BBC. Take us on. Let's have a show. I've got lots of ideas.
I think, you know that Jay Blades thing? Jay Blades is pretty cool.
Jay Blades?
He does the repair shop. He's got a cap, he takes it off.
I don't know.
Never
that.
watched
I
it.
don't watch TV.
But he's an interesting kind of dude. I think he's got, it's something crazy like he's got 20 brothers and sisters. I might be wrong there. But he does, I used to like it because I like shows where people repair stuff.
Yes, it's very
But what
nice.
the BBC does is, you'll get stuff like that, which the BBC does, which Sky and that don't do. They do boring things that end up being big, like the Bake Off. I don't watch it.
Don't like
But you
that.
know what I mean?
Don't like that sort of thing.
They do. But the repair shop used to be guys coming in. Oh, God, that's good. Kid. My granddad's phone, and they'd fix it and then show it to him. And folk would go, that's nice. Get a handshake. Now they zoom in on the eyes and it's folk weeping. And folk are just finding shit lying about their house and claiming it's got a big sentimental value to them. Ken, this is my granny's
I
butt
don't
plug.
like
This is
it.
my granny's butt plug. It's been
Yeah.
worn down and they put a couple.
And they put
few
girth
girth
back on it. Yeah.
They re-girth it.
Jesus. No, I don't like it. See, now, if I could work on the BBC,
Frozen Planet.
what, do you think we could do that?
David Attenborough stuff.
Nah, I've got
I
ideas.
can imagine us doing the voiceover of a show about naked mole rats.
Oh, that'd be good.
And the Queen
With
mole
their 4
rat.
penises.
No, they don't have 4 penises.
The mole rat has,
No.
what's it, has 4 penises?
No.
It comes out and there's 4 and they're independent.
No, it's, the naked mole rat's the one that lives in it's the only mammal that lives in a hive.
Right,
There's a queen and then everything else is drones.
there's one. So it's one animal then.
I know a shark has multiple cocks.
But there's a mole, honestly, and it's 4 of them,
penises.
like fanned out.
There's a star-nosed mole that has a star-nosed.
It's not its nose, it's its
It's
cock.
his cock. Okay.
I saw someone sort of pull it out and 4 cocks.
By someone you meant you.
Yeah, well, anyway.
That's a bit of the zoo story you never mentioned.
Yeah, ladies and
My
gentlemen.
dad was out for a walk one day.
Oh, right.
Years ago, walking down this Forestry Commission path, and he sees a thing sitting in the middle, and it's a mole. And he picked it up, and it's come out of its hole, and it's in the. You never really see moles running about.
Yeah.
And he fucking picked it up, and it sneezed.
Is that your story?
Just sneezed. So he killed it with a spade.
Yeah, it's a killer stood on it. Oh my God.
My dad was, when he was a kid, he was a little kid, I think he was at the bottom of the garden, he's my granddad's garden, he's sitting there, and a rat appeared from nowhere and ran towards him, so my granddad killed it with a spade.
Oh my God.
There's some of those rats, Kim.
There's some of them are big. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's birthdays. And it's my birthday today. Mr. Go Bottle.
75
Once
years
again,
old.
Wait, I'll phone him. Mr. Go Bottle. Oh,
Imagine if that somebody answered.
Mr. Go Bottle. Bet there's a listening device
The
in
Queen's
here.
voice, I know. There's a camera in it. The
Yeah,
dirty
there's a
bastards.
camera. Bet there is. Look at it. All
That's
painted and
lovely. It's very
everything. Isn't it
shiny.
wonderful?
He's
He done that himself.
those soft hands, those smooth skinned
God,
hands.
he's skilled though. He's
He
a
is
person who
skilled.
has talent.
He's got talent.
That's why we didn't recognise it.
No,
Jesus, we don't know what talent is.
but a lot of big dick energy.
Nah, he's got
Didn't he?
that. Yeah, he's a powerful guy.
Wouldn't have sit
That's
down.
why. Nah, but that's how he doesn't need to.
Wouldn't have,
He's the
didn't know what
man.
to put a break in it.
That's why I was hugging him. I felt it. Ladies and gentlemen, Khalid, you've changed me. My life has changed for the better. I have no more affiliation to anything.
Was it in German?
No,
No. Was it
He
written
said-
in that very clipped
no.
English
You know,
Germans do?
no,
Very
no.
clipped.
You know what was really bad? He said his punctuation wasn't very good or something. His English was like 10 times
Exquisite.
better than mine.
Well, I've seen that.
Exquisite.
I've seen
Oh
that
God
handwriting of
almighty.
yours.
I hate that I'm. You know what? You know why I knew school was crap?
Uh-huh.
Because
Because you were in it.
in first year
Uh-huh.
I passed French. I'd been doing it for 3 months,
my
and I
God.
failed English, my native tongue. I knew this is
That
bullshit.
Makes perfect sense.
I knew that was bullshit.
Hey, Khalid, could you send us across a box? It would have to be sent over fast. Currywurst.
Just
Love those currywurst.
anyway, ladies and gentlemen, birthdays, Mr. Go Bottle, Khalid, to all our patrons, to everyone. It's just, I'm in it. It's good today. And I've got a lot of work to do this afternoon, so I'm away to tear on to work. And I've got my Russian wife coming up for tea.
Jesus Christ.
Julia's coming. Julia's visiting after her work, and then she's going to her dance class.
She doesn't sit in this seat, does she?
She does.
Oh, fuck's sake.
You will get it.
Moist.
Do-do-do-do. It's my
Thanks
birthday.
again for the t-shirt, Mr. Gaboto.
Yeah, and
Very kind of you. Very kind.
wait,
Very kind.
where is it?
What's your noise?
Hey, ladies and it's oh, thank you, everyone. It's my
No,
birthday.
please don't. No,
Thank you. It's enough. It's enough. Wait, it's enough. Keep going. What's wrong with you? You're crazy. Until next time. Laters.
Auf Wiedersehen.